Today, I'm going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of the Spirit Halloween 2023 Gourdo animatronic. For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and welcome to yet another Halloween 2023 animatronic unboxing, setup, demo, and review video. Today I have the Spirit Halloween 2023 Gourdo animatronic, and I actually picked this guy up at the grand opening of my local Spirit just this morning. I went in there and they had only one Gourdo in stock, and this is the one. Alright, so as you can see, Gourdo has a very small box, with him being a smaller animatronic, only around 4.5 feet tall when that mouth is fully risen. But as you can see, very nice stock photo of Gourdo on the front here, and it just says how he has that animation of the head popping upwards and some yellow LED eyes. Very standard stuff. Over on this side, you have the same stock photo in that rectangular box style. On the back, you have his name, Gourdo, his backstory, and his price tag of $149.99, $150 United States dollars, which by the end of this video, you'll know whether I think he's worth that price tag or not. Over on this side, you have the two rectangular diagram photos of him. One shows a close-up of that very cool pumpkin face, and then this one, once again, just shows the animation of the head popping upwards. But a very small box for Gourdo. It is actually a perfect cube. Alright, so cracking open Gourdo's box, we have a standard pull tab, and I will say this guy is being manufactured by SLA, Sound Light Animatronics, and as you can see, right off the bat, we just have that zombie tech squad graphic that is always on animatronic boxes nowadays. And then the first piece that we can see, I will say this guy doesn't have that many pieces, should be a very simple setup, is the big pumpkin head that Gourdo has. You can see it is wrapped up in some bubble wrap there, so very nice packaging. I guess we should just take this out as the first piece. This is the majority of the box space, and as you can see, Gourdo has a pretty big head. I did say he's a smaller prop, but his head is actually much bigger, I think, when you get it home than like what it looks like in a Spirit location. So let's get this bubble wrap taken off. I will say that he does have the metal framing and the control box, I believe, also on this headpiece. It's kind of all connected together. All right, so here we have Gourdo's head taken out of the bubble wrap, and just like I said, this thing looks way bigger than it does in a Spirit location once you get it home. Very, very nice metal quality here. As you can see, very nice detailing. I also love the stem that is at the top of the head. It looks very cool. You can start to get a look at the cloth that he has on the inside to make it look like pumpkin guts, along with the actual printed pumpkin guts. But I love the look of this thing. One of my favorite things, I think, is the eyes. The way the eyes are kind of carved in, or the way they're meant to look like they're carved in. Very, very neat, and you can kind of see, compared to my head, how big Gourdo's head is, so I like this a lot. Here we have Gourdo's instructions, which actually come in two pieces instead of being connected together. But like I said, this guy has a very simple setup, and you can kind of see the look of the instructions there, just like any other 2023 animatronic. Inside this box, we have all of the poles for Gourdo. And then finally, the very last piece already is just the actual base that goes on the ground. Alright, so here we are with all the pieces taken out of the box for Gourdo, and I did just want to show the cloth comes in the same box as the poles do. You can kind of get a first look at that. It has all the vines and everything printed on it, and it actually looks very, very nice. It's high quality, so it looks like a real image. The adapter also comes in that box, and then obviously you have all of his poles. But like I said, very, very limited pieces for Gourdo because he's not that big of a prop, and these setups should be very simple. But let's jump to the time lapse. Alright, so here he is, the Spirit Halloween 2023 Gourdo animatronic, assembled in all of his glory. But before I give you my thoughts on him, let's take a look at the demos. Alright, so I just saw the demos for my Spirit Halloween 2023 Gourdo animatronic, and overall, I think this is a very, very good prop. My first thing I have to say is that for the price tag, you really can't get a better deal than this animatronic. He is not only a very cool scare, but he also has a lot more size than you initially expect. This guy, when you look at the stock photo, you're kind of like, alright, he's a pumpkin on a pedestal. He's going to be a much more small prop. However, as you can see by me standing next to him, he's more on the short side in terms of animatronics, but he does have a little bit of actually mass to him, especially the pumpkin. As you can see, the pumpkin does have some size to it. The pedestal also has a good width to it, and it is definitely a noticeable animatronic. It's not one of those things where it's too small where you're not going to be able to see it in the display. It has a good size to it, and it'll definitely hold up in terms of visibility. Like I just said, the jump scare is also very good for a Gourdo. I like how fast he pops up. I also like the use of LEDs in there because it illuminates the pumpkin in a very cool way, and I love how you get to see those yellow eyes lighting up, as well as the actually inside of the pumpkin face, because when it cracks open and when that face jumps upward, the guts on the inside are also lighting up, so you can see them very, very good, and in the dark, that comes out looking very awesome. I also love how the creepy cloth, it comes separately from Gourdo, and it's not just sewn on there, because like I say with a lot of animatronics, I love customizability when it comes to props, and you can definitely customize how you want the creepy cloth to look on Gourdo, because it comes in two pieces, and you're meant to use one for the front of the animatronic and one for the back. But you can really do whatever you want and create a lot of different looks, making it hang a little bit more, making it wrap more around the pumpkin itself, really whatever you want to do, and I like that a lot with Gourdo. But like I said before, really my main pro for the Gourdo animatronic is the price tag of $149.99, 150 United States dollars, because with a coupon, you get that down to around $120, $130, and that is a fantastic price. I cannot harp on it enough. Very, very good price tag. That is a really just great deal for an animatronic with this size and with a jump scare like this. You can get a jumping spider from Spirit for $50, which is the discounted price, and then for around $120 or $130 with a coupon, you can get Gourdo, and I think it is a very, very good deal, because Jumping Spider is a much more small animatronic, while like I said before, Gourdo has a good size to him and is definitely worth that price tag. Another thing I love about this prop is the fact that the LEDs stay on even when he is not activating. I love light modes for animatronics, and we do not see it enough from Spirit, so I am so glad that SLA, his manufacturer, and Spirit decided to give him a constant light mode when this guy is plugged in. Such a cool effect, and definitely for a pumpkin it makes sense, because it makes it look like there's an actual lantern or a candle on the inside of Gourdo. But overall, I definitely recommend this animatronic, and if you find him at your local Spirit, you should definitely pick him up. Maybe even get two of them. I was actually thinking about it myself, and I feel like if you had two of these guys into an archway and your guests actually walked in between them as they were doing their jump scare, I think it would look really, really cool, and it would definitely be a highlight of your display. But I guess, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I'll see you guys later for more Halloween 2023 animatronic unboxings. Goodbye.